Since the beginning of COVID-19, the worries of commuters on the dangers of riding public transport, such as jeepneys, are on the rise due to the possibility of getting infected from the said disease. Because of this, plenty of cycling advocates push for the implementation of bike lanes in Davao City. And it's no wonder why a lot of commuters would choose this mode of transportation because it presents less risk from getting COVID, as well as it's an economical option for people living in downtown area. But even if we are safe from COVID, are we safer on the roads with the implementation of bike lanes by the CTTMO in the future? To find out, join me in examining the safety of bike lanes in Davao City. If you haven't watched the previous video on the rules and regulations of bike lanes in Davao City, I suggest you watch it now by clicking the link on the description box. On an article of mindanews, Chinky P. Gole, Executive Director of the Interface Development Interventions or IDIS, said this is a major development in the 10-year battle of environmentalists and cycling advocates to implement Ordinance number 0409-10 or the Bicycle Ordinance of Davao City. She said biking is a better and healthier option for the environment and public health, but we are also concerned about the riders' safety, so the bike lanes and routes will help protect them from accidents, she said. However, this was not the case as per the statement of Mr. Abude, head of the CTTMO, during an interview with the Davao City Disaster Radio. He said, bicycle lanes might not be feasible as the roads in the city are narrow and the outer lanes, the space eyed for bicycle lanes, are already intended for the loading and unloading of passengers. He additionally said, we always compare Davao to other areas. If we look at Davao, our roads are really narrow and problematic. If we create bike lanes, they should be in the outer lane. However, we cannot allocate one lane just for them because we only have 2 or 4 lanes. He said the CTTMO has not identified bicycle lanes due to the current limitations of the roads, but he added that cyclists are encouraged to ride their bikes but reminded them to be extra careful knowing the perils they could encounter on the road. This did not sit well with cycling advocates. But to be reminded of the perils Mr. Abude was talking about, let's see some examples.
Umahabol sa ikalimang pwesto ang pagkaladkad ng isang multicab sa isang motorsiklo sa gitna ng interseksyon.
So siya ang nag-cut yung motorcycle, hindi yung sasakyan.
Sa fourth spot, ang pagbagka ng isang tricycle sa isang motorsiklo. Matapos makabangga, humarurot palayo ang driver ng tricycle sa kalagitnaan ng interseksyon. Marangkada sa ikatlong pwesto ang pagsalpok sa motorsiklo sa isang pampaserong jeep. Sa kuwang ito ng CCTV, makikita ang mabagal na takbo ng pampaserong jeep habang patawid ang interseksyon. Nang biglang sumulpot ang isang humaharurot na motorsiklo mula sa kabilang direksyon.
Yung motorcycle driver, hindi siya nagminor sa major street. Mabagal ang takbo ng sasakyan, mas mabilis siya, parang kidlat, sumalpok dun sa sasakyan.
Sa lakas ng impact ng pagbangga ng motorsiklo sa jeep, tumilapon palabas ang babaeng pasahero na nakaupo sa may hulihan ng jeep. Pasok naman sa ikalawang pwesto ng top 10 motorcycle accidents caught on CCTV sa Davao. Ang pagsalpok ng isang motorsiklo sa kotse. Sa kuwang ito sa intersection, makikita ang isang kotse na lilito sana pakaliwa. Makikita na naka-on ang signal light nito. Nang biglang dumating ang isang humaharurot na motorsiklo at mabilis na sumalpok sa kotse. At ang nanguna sa listahan, isang aksidenteng naganap sa JP Laurel Avenue. Patawid na sana ng intersection ng isang truck nang biglang umarangkada ang isang motorsiklo mula sa kabilang direksyon. Nakapagpreno ang truck. Pero sa kasawiang palad, hindi nakita ng isang tricycle ang paparating na motorsiklo. Dahilan para sumalpok ang motorsiklo sa tricycle.
Sa pag-abante na niini, makita nga anaalang sa saktong speed limit ang daga niini. Sanglit doon na may Global Positioning System o GPS monitoring nga nakakabit sa bus. Dihang niabot ang bus doon sa may pakurbadang bahin, partikular atubangan sa usa ka gasolinahan ug dakong hardware depot. Makita ang paghagoros sa usa ka sakyanan padulong sa atubangan sa bus. Ug kini ang sunod nga nahitabo. Sa kakusog sa impact, daw gikumot nga papel na ang hitsura sa atubangan nga bahin sa usa ka kotse. Naguba sa mga atubangan nga bahin sa bus.
Inararo ng 10-wheeler na may kargang sako-sakong bigas sa mga nadaanan nitong sakyan, pati ilang tao sa Davao City.
10 ang patay habang 7 iba pa ang sugatan.
Nilalagpot siya ni Kalayo.
Animoy nilamukos na mga lata ang mga sasakyang yan sa Matina Pangi at Jose P. Garcia Highway Diversion Road sa Davao City.
Tudri ka patay.
10 ang patay. Isa ang kritikal habang hindi bababa sa 6 ang sugatan.
Pero ang imo ang gibuhat, ambak na lang ka. Ha? Kusog yung dagan.
Kusog yun, ginabtan mo ko.
Base sa investigasyon, hindi kumagat ang preno ng 10-wheeler na may kargang 500 sako ng bigas. Nagkataon pang pababa ang kalsada, kaya hindi na ito nakontrol ng driver at tuluyang inararo ang lahat ng nadaanan nitong sasakyan pati mga tao.
The most possible format of the bicycle lanes, as we closely examine Davao City's roadmap, is that it would be strategically placed only on heavy urban areas of Davao City. The CTTMO would most likely ban bicycles on roads with frequently recorded vehicular accidents like the diversion road. While it is good for cycling advocates to have bike lanes that would potentially help the flow of traffic by dedicating the outer lane for bikes, it is important that both the cyclists and the motorists have equal understanding on the rules of the road. Take for example this foreigner who crossed a yellow line while cycling in Davao City. Or the crisscrossing of this bicycle rider, or the apparent consumption of road by these cyclists when the Bicycle Ordinance clearly states that a line of only 2 shall be formed for groups of people cycling on the road. While the CTTMO is doing their best to prevent accidents and implement rules on the road, it is also important that motorists and cyclists using such roads have proper knowledge on the laws of the road. If you want to review the full ordinance pertaining to bicycles, you can click the description box below. So, are you ready to buy that new bike and use it on Davao bike lanes? Comment your thoughts below. Thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and be a subscriber. Thank you. And as always, Madayaw, Davao.